everybody. Welcome back to Keeping Up with Kate. I have a surprise for y'all today because you already know we've been waiting. We've been waiting so long. May I introduce to you?
Is that how you pull cats and kittens?
Miss Carol Baskin! Oh, Kayla's back. She's back. Man, quarantine was hard stuff, right? Actually, my life didn't change really at all except the weekends because I worked. So, but yeah, Kayla's been quarantined and not been able to come out. So,
Not that that changed anyway, but for like the first 2 weeks, I thought I was losing my ever-loving mind because I sleep all the time. But during this quarantine, I was like, I didn't sleep. I was like, this makes no sense. I have all the time in the world to sleep, and I can't sleep. So I was like really delirious.
So, yeah, fun stuff. I don't know how quarantine's been treating you guys, but hopefully everybody's doing well and hanging in there. Today, we are going to do our favorite skincare products, okay? Some of them are actually like repeats between each other, but we also have 2 different skin types. Mm-hmm. So, they're going to be helpful for really whatever skin type you have. Obviously, some stuff that she uses doesn't work for me, and some stuff that I use doesn't work for her. So we're kind of like tossing that up for you guys so that you can either play around with all of them or kind of compare what skin type is best match for you, and then try it out that way. So we're just gonna kind of dive in and start talking about some stuff. I say we do like the tools first.
Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get.
I don't really know what to call it. So
Blackhead vacuum.
Okay. See, she worked in an office.
Yeah.
I don't know. You.
Well, it was the aesthetics.
Okay.
A plastic surgeon and aesthetics office.
So she knows a little bit more. I mean, I just do my own self-research. So anyway, got this guy off of Amazon. I did my research very heavily, and that's what I recommend to everybody when it comes to your skin. What you put on your skin, what you do to your skin. Just heavily research.
Oh, can we tell them your skin type real quick?
Oily skin, acne prone, and that's really, I have hyperpigmentation, large pores, just problematic all the way around. Mm-hmm. So I get blackheads really bad on my nose, and I don't care what anybody says. Those pore strips, masks, they don't help me. They don't work for me. So I needed something a little bit more heavy duty. So I got this guy off of Amazon. And it's June Julian. I don't know if that's the brand, but that's the name. And this guy, open it up, and it comes with, the charger, the different nozzles, and it'll tell you what each is for. Like one's for exfoliation, one's for fine lines and wrinkles. I mainly just use it for getting my blackheads out, and it feels awesome, and it helps a whole lot. It helps my serums and stuff to work better. So
yes,
there's that.
A side note on this is, first of all, I have used these before. Really liked them. And I have one coming that I was asked to review, and it was really ironic because she pulled it out of her bag today. I didn't know she was bringing this, and I was like, no joke, last night I was asked to review one. So I'll definitely do that. I haven't got it in the mail yet. I'll probably get it sometime later this week. And then I will do a video review on that brand and what it's like. So I like these. I've used them before whenever I did. And there's like a medical version of it that you can get at a spa. But to be honest with you, you can do most spa stuff on your own unless you're getting to the laser side of things. You can do a lot of it at home, like she
with
said,
a lot of research. Because, funny story about this guy. It has powerful suction anyway. So it says not to press really hard, because the suction is already working for you. So, I went a little too hard, and I gave my face hickeys, like purple hickeys. Like I got one, like all across my chin, and I didn't think this was possible, but I had one right here. Like a giant, like almost black. I'm telling you, like it takes like days to a week to disappear. So, be careful. Follow the instructions.
Start easy.
You're not better than the instructions, and just do your research.
Preach. Jumping into me, I'm going to go, since we're makeup tools. I've already talked about this before, so I'll keep it short. I'll keep it simple. This is the makeup eraser pad. I got this a few months ago in a FabFitFun box, and I have loved it ever since. So good for sensitive skin. It's got 2 different sides. So there's the one side that's like a really soft, gentle remover. Then this other side has like an exfoliating side. So you don't have to do anything but add warm water. That is it. You add warm water and this comes off. It's super good if you have sensitive skin. That's me. Hello,
Me
sensitive
too.
skin.
Me too.
And you don't have to use a cleanser to get your makeup off, because that's what I was doing. And then you do this thing where you're like wrecking your face trying to get all your makeup off with a cleanser.
Or, I'd like to add also as well, you think your makeup wipes are working? You think they're getting all your makeup off? Are you sure? Because that's not the case.
No, it ain't. This is amazing. It takes off, I'm talking like every little ounce of it, and then I cleanse afterwards, obviously. But I highly recommend these. There are off-brands of it, and I've bought one before, and I'm going to be real with you, it just doesn't stand up. It doesn't stand up next to makeup eraser. I don't know what it is, if that the fabric's different or what, but I highly recommend just going for the brand on this one. And I am all about saving money.
Yeah.
But on this one, you guys rake out your $15 or $20 and just get you one, because you don't. It's not like you have to replace this.
No.
You keep using this until it is wore out, which
eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Save the planet.
Save money.
Okay, so this one might seem a little medieval, might seem a little scary to you, and I thought the same thing. But once, like I said, I did my research and everything, I found it to be very helpful, with the exception that you follow the rules. It's a Derma Roller. I got mine off of Amazon, and it comes in this cute little case to keep it clean, and it has little tiny micro needles. Yes, they are needles. You are supposed to use this with light pressure. Very light pressure. Do not puncture your skin. It's just to help the blood flow and help your serums adhere better and your skincare work better. Just like blood flow.
Mm-hmm. And you rejuvenate your cells.
Yes.
Your skin cells start to rejuvenate, which helps prevent fine lines and wrinkles. Y'all, it's time. It's time.
Yes,
like I'm getting these little fine lines around my eyes, and I'm like, no. So yeah,
another
they're
thing
really good.
I will say with this, it does say you have to sterilize it with alcohol before and after each use, which is
Important.
key. What else about this? I guess really just
and you don't have to use this often.
No. And you will feel tingling, which is normal. It does say in the instructions that is normal. It's just the circulation of your blood. Also, I will say, with everything we're going to show you today and everything, we just want to say we are not dermatologists. No, we're not professionals. This is just what works for us and what we found works for us, and we've done a lot of research. And I would like to say, don't overwhelm your skin. These products are great, but don't try to use them all at once.
Yeah.
Break it up. Introduce each product once, one at a time to your skin. So give your skin time to adjust. Because if you find a product that you like that's really great and it does great things for you, you might find that your skin will purge.
Yes.
It will purge. So it'll kind of get worse before it gets better. Just give your skin time to adjust and breathe and heal.
Yeah, and don't add a bunch on top of it because you're purging. Don't do that. That's listen, I'm saying this.
Worst.
I'm speaking out of experience because before I started working at an aesthetics place and learning about it, I would try new products, purge, and panic, absolute panic, and then just start slapping stuff oh my gosh, no.
You don't want to overwhelm your skin.
So yeah, don't. Bad idea. Okay, let's move on to and by the way, all of the stuff that we just mentioned, both of us use, and there's no issue in that. I'm going to go on to something that I know for a fact that Kayla doesn't like. So let me tell you my skin type, okay? My skin type is actually pretty weird because it's not very oily. It stays relatively dry the most of the time, but it's very acne prone. However, my acne is always more hormonal acne rather than oil in my pores and stuff. It's a hormonal thing. So, things that work for me, even though we both have acne prone skin, may not work for her and vice versa because our acne is coming from 2 different places.
Right.
So, this drying lotion, okay, sorry guys, I've talked about it before, but I'll just give you a little down low on it right now. It is drying, and I already have dry skin, so it seems like it's counterproductive, right? But
sorry to cut you off. That's funny you say that because with oily skin, you think, oh, I shouldn't put more moisturizers or oils on my face. You should.
You should. So with this, it is drying, so it's not something that you want to just lather on your entire face and sit there. Mm-hmm. This is a spot treatment. So when your spots start popping up, and for me personally, I get stuff on my cheeks because that's normally where your hormonal acne pops up. When it starts popping up, and this is right when it's like under the skin, like you can feel it. Like it's those sore, those ones.
Are the worst.
Those ones. I take a Q-tip, put it on there, and then I sleep in it. Now, with that being said, like I said, my skin is dry. It has helped so much, but it does make my skin dry and flaky because that's what it is. It's a drying lotion. So when I wake up, I wash my face. I make sure that I use an exfoliant, usually like twice a week with this because I like to get that dead skin off. Mm-hmm. And I moisturize like crazy during the day.
Nitpicky. I couldn't get past the smell.
It's intense.
It stayed with me. If I slept in it, it stayed on my pillowcases. I couldn't deal with the pungent smell. And I was like, I'll just cover my blemishes up if it's going to be like this. I can't take it. I didn't really see much change personally for me. And I just didn't continue on with it because I thought, well, if it's not working for me and I can't get past the smell, there's no point in me putting my skin through something it's not going to want to do.
No, by the way, in the comments as we go through this, especially if you're watching right now, like go ahead and start commenting and telling me, have you tried any of this stuff? Mm-hmm. What do you use instead of this stuff? Whose skin type do you relate to most? Right. Like, what's up? Because we want to communicate, and we are all about finding new stuff to try. Both of us are like, give us some recommendations, and we will. You want us to review something? Put it in there. We will review it.
Next products. And like we were talking about before, we're dawning the age of 30. So we really have to be vigilant with our skin and skincare. That is the number one priority if you want to look youthful. Which I will say, genes do play a role. So if your parents age well, you more than likely might age well.
Man, sister.
But anyway, you should always wear sunscreen. Always. Because it doesn't matter if you're in your car, if you just walk outside to let your dogs out, you are getting UV rays. Yep. Whether you know it or not. And that is the number one most aging thing is the sun, UV rays, So, we have mine. It's the same product, but for different skin types. I don't know if you can...
I got you.
Kind of see
there you go.
Elta MD, which she turned me on to.
Preach, girl.
And I absolutely love it. It doesn't have a scent, really. It's unfragrant. It's fragrance-free, actually. It calms and protects acne-prone skin. And rosacea, hyperpigmentation. If you have any of those issues, this is really good. And it's the clear one.
Yes. And this is... So, there's different levels to this. I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. So, the one that I use is called Elements. UV Elements. Hers is UV Clear.
Mine's, yeah.
And hers is actually has no tint to it. But you can get either of these with a tint. Like, you can get UV Clear with a tint if you wanted it. Or you can just get it just plain. And hers is plain. It does not have a tint. Mine personally does have a tint. Let me see. Actually, I've got one right here. It'll be easier to show you. So here, it's already open. You can see on the nozzle there. It has a tint to it. Hers is just clear, like a regular sunscreen. And it depends on what you're into. Like, a lot of people like different types. But this is a physical sunscreen. So it's not a chemical sunscreen, which means those... Yes.
Good point. I was going to touch on that.
Yes. The chemicals that you have in your sunscreens, most of the ones that you can get over the counter are chemical. They're cheaper, to be honest with you. That's how you know which one you're getting for a lot of reasons. The chemical ones do tend to be cheaper sunscreens. She's got to go wash the lotion off of her hand. Or the sunscreen. But this is a physical sunscreen, which means that chemicals aren't what like bounce those UV rays away. It physically sits on top of your skin and protects you from the rays, which is safer, in my opinion, for your skin. And I don't like putting extra chemicals on my skin that aren't needed. So I love this. I personally like the tint. The Elements one it's moisturizing and it has hyaluronic acid. Okay, and that's kind of why I dig it. And it's just, the tint is it's thicker. It's a thicker consistency, and the tint, I can wear it almost as a tinted moisturizer. I can wear it like that during the summer, and I feel like it gives me a little glow and a little extra color as compared to the clear. But actually, I have the clear too, so I use them all.
Can you say the whatever?
Niacinamide.
Niacinamide. Okay, I can't say that, and I can't say most of it. But this is high purity
Niacinamide.
I can't say it. Transparent zinc oxide, which is also what you want to look for in your sunscreen, and that's why I love it. It's sheer. It's like a moisturizer, and I actually have not found a moisturizer that I love yet, so I use this pretty much as my moisturizer right now. Hey, this is going to be probably one of the most important, well, I shouldn't say that. Let's say financially friendly. I have seen these everywhere, seen this brand everywhere, and I thought to myself, I'm not really sure, which is sad to think this way, I'm not really sure that if something so cheap can be so good. I took the leap of faith though. I ordered them. They are the Ordinary serums, and I have 3 right here that I am currently using. The Buffet, and then I have the hyaluronic acid, of course, and then the one I can't pronounce.
Niacinamide.
Yeah, and that helps with blemishes and everything. And I've seen the most improvement in my skin because of this one. This one is my favorite out of all 3 of them.
Niacinamide serum is a bomb if you have any type of enlarged pores. By any, like,
and
I'm telling you, it is bomb. I use a niacinamide serum as well. I didn't bring it out because she's got some here. You go for it.
Want to talk about that I can't wait. Okay. And it is on the pricey side, but I think that it's well worth all of the dollars that is put into this. Oh, that's him.
Yeah. My husband just got home and is talking on the phone, and we can hear his.
Anyway, I used to use, and I'm not knocking them, but I never saw really any improvement with my skin. I don't know why I continue to use this product. The St. Ives apricot scrub for blemishes and stuff. I used to use that religiously, and really, you're not supposed to exfoliate all that often.
And people stick that in their shower and exfoliate every day.
I did that.
Don't do that.
I did that.
Don't do that.
But it can cause microscopic tears in your skin, and that's not good if it's too abrasive. And I wanted a gentle enough exfoliant to where I could use it every single day because I just personally feel like my face needs that. And so I saw this, and I decided to take a leap of faith, and it's Derma the microfoliant, daily microfoliant. And what it is it's a rice-based powder. So that's the component. It's literally powder. You kind of pour it out into your hand, make a little paste with water, and then you exfoliate your face with it. And I'll tell you, the first time I used it, I was blown away because my face was so smooth and so bright, and I feel like it just cleansed my skin, like, praise the Lord, of all of its impurities. I don't know. I use it every single day, mainly at nighttime, because I want to take the day off of my face. Even if I don't wear makeup, I feel like do you ever just feel the day on your face, and you just want to, this is awesome, and I have noticed it's helped with my breakouts as well. Like, it either keeps them at bay or prevents them. I love it. And I couldn't say enough good things about it, but it puts a hurting on your wallet a little bit.
The thing that I have it's 2 because I combine them. I always have. These are sleep mask, but I'm going to be real with you. I've used these as moisturizers. Like I said, have dry skin, so I can't really over moisturize my face. So if I'm like starving for some moisture, I'll use these during the day, but I do use these almost every single night unless I'm broke out and I'm using that, because I don't use a moisturizer with that. I'll just put on my like eye cream and whatever. But this is Wish. I've talked about these before. This is the firming sleep mask, but it's so moisturizing. Like, when I think of firming, I think of drying.
Yeah.
It's not at all, is it?
Now, it's funny that, because when she first got this, and what did it come in?
My FabFitFun, yeah.
She was showing me the box, and I actually come over, forgot my moisturizer, because we did a makeup video, and I took my makeup off, and I always like to moisturize after I take my makeup off. And I was like, hey, do you have a moisturizer? And she's like, not really, but I have that over there. So I used it, and I loved it. I've only used it once, but I absolutely loved that.
I'm obsessed with this. It's so good. It also has a calming and smoothing. Okay,
Soothing.
try it again. A calming and soothing element to it that it even says there right on the front, and that's a huge thing for me. It feels good. It's like once your face is clean, especially if you exfoliate and you kind of feel a little bit hot, like you know that warm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You put this on it, and you're like, oh yeah,
Yes.
yes, please. So I do 2 different ones. Okay, I put the Wish on first, and then I let it sit. My skincare routine takes quite some time because I let it wait, right? So I put that on, okay, and I normally like brush my teeth or do something like that while it's setting. Then I come back with this. I believe this is pronounced Avant, but I'm gonna be real with you. There we go, Avant. This is the first thing I've ever had. Is that right?
Avant or Avant. I don't really want to say Avant.
Avant, because I feel like that's her
I know.
accent. Okay, I think it's Avant. I think, but I could be wrong. It's the first thing I've ever had from them. This also came in a FabFitFun the next time around, and I love this. It's an 8-hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask. Okay, it is very. First off, it smells pretty good. It smells clean. And it's really, really moisturizing. It's not jelly like the Wish. The Wish is like a jelly type consistency. This is like full-on moisturizer, like lotion type consistency. And I put it on second. My skin feels so good. It's like wrapped in heaven. I love these moisturizers together. Here's the problem with this one. The Wish, how much is it? Flat out? It's like $60.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's expensive.
Okay, this one's worse. Here's the problem. I'm almost out of it, and the retail price for this is $110. Okay, but let me say to you, if you sign up for FabFitFun, and I am not paid to promote them, by the way. I just want you to know. I'm not. But if you do sign up for them, you get this discounted rate on all the stuff that they sell. And so they'll have these random sales. And I saw that in the spring one, they're going to have this back to buy. Y'all know how much I can buy this from FabFitFun because I'm a member? I can add this to my box for $14.
She's spilling some tea, y'all.
So
the tea is hot.
So guess who's buying a couple? Me. And this is more like, I don't want to say everyday use, but like our use that we use like weekly. Like we use it a lot.
Yeah. We can't get into our routines because
look at this. We're already 30 minutes in.
They take so long.
It's crazy.
It's so detailed.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a separate video on how we do our skincare routine, that's for another time.
yeah, that is. But let us know if that's what you want. We also thought about doing a hair care / hair styling thing because we both get questions. We have very different hair, but we both get questions about our hair all the time. So we'll definitely try to like throw that in there eventually. One day we'll get to it. It's awesome that we can link up and do this stuff because we do have different skin types. We have different hair. Yeah. All right, guys. So we are going to shut it down, close out. If you have questions about anything, you can either ask in the comments. If you want to direct message me on Instagram, which is always linked below, you can do that. If you have questions for Kayla, you can just ask me, and I will shoot it on over to Kayla and get her response for you. Okay? All right. So we will be back. I'll be back, and then we'll definitely bring her back on for some new goodies and new stuff to talk about. So we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.